Hello, everybody. Today, how are you? Are you there or are you asleep? I have my coffee cup now. It's a golden cup. The golden cup. Well, we have to be sophisticated enough to, you know what I'm talking about. And the coffee. Wow. We still have this biscuit. This is heart of gold. Yeah, heart of gold. There have to be a song that is written by this title, Heart of Gold. If I'm not the first that have the speech that contain the heart of gold. So today I have a rather difficult task because it's somewhat important to understand what I'm talking about, because people think that doing hard work is making you tired. So I doubt that very much. I doubt that hard work is doing any. My uncle had a saying. I take my mother first. My mother told us that when she was young, have you taken tablet when every tablet is going out? Crazy. So my mother said something. That was my vitamin. Sorry for this noise. Maybe they envy my golden cup. I don't know. But you see, my mother said something that was about feeling tired. She grew up in a village, small village outside Kongsberg, called Jondalen. She was a, what do you call, farmer's lady. Not, her father wasn't really that good of a farmer. It was small, but it was so steep hill in that place that he also worked in the silver mine. The silver mine had a lot of workers all around Kongsberg, and those that worked by hand. There was no drilling machine. They were the drilling machines, so they came out of this cave full of silver. And maybe I have some silver too. I think it goes in the family to have a lot of silver. But she said something that when she was working as a, it was not really a caretaker, but it's within the household you have these servants. They call them servants. When we were in Kenya, we had some house boy, as they say. I love my house boy. One of them was mocking me. He said, "Hey, Toto your mom's up." It means the little child of Mama, Toto ya Mama, and he was mocking me all the way. But that was his nature, mockingbird, and um, they didn't want to be dictated yet. I think the problem there was that they were dictated. Do this, do that, wash the clothes, make food. And they were brilliant. They were brilliant in this line of work. So, but when she was that kind of maid, housemaid, I don't know the true meaning of maiden, but it was taking care of the home in a rich family. And she said that she was shocked when the ladies there that was working together with her said that we have to sit down, we are so tired, we are so fatigued that we need to sit down and relax because this is hard work. What? Are you now tired after some few hours? I don't know. Working or working the whole day. They were so wasted. Oh, they couldn't even lift their eye, so they slept like some. Yeah. So she felt, what are they made of? Jelly or something? And that was in the family, the strength that was really... I admire my uncle because he was so strong. And his sons, 2 sons, were so strong that you could run, but they will beat you down. But strong men are often very nice people. And those 2 siblings, they never felt they were really tired. No. It was when, in later years, they came across, or I can answer for my mother, they came across mental problems, mental demands, issues that was going against them, that they had to deal with, accusations, all this turmoil, all this internal disputes within the missionary stuff. It was so much intrigues and so much disputes about who have to be where and what to do there. All this kind of stuff, that who will be the leader, who will be in charge. And that is what I'm going to touch on today. How people are not really aware of their psyche. How devastating some kind of mental demands, how you deal with mental situations, that psychological situations that is concerned in the relationship between people. I often come across this kind of stress, because it's stress. I think that is the good word for it. You can't avoid something that will tear you down, and it's some kind of a given that if you handle it in a very sound way, with a good manner of dealing with this kind of turmoil, you will be good. You will keep the strength, and you will be strong and not be defeated, like you are slain down in some way or form, because people that are dealing with issues within themselves that can be of so much turmoil. Every day they have to go to school, for example, or kindergarten. It's not nice there. There is a bully there that is always attacking me. Some of the ladies there, girls, are naming me names with and cooperating. I'm excluded. I'm all kind of, I feel, and this stuff. And also in the school you have these situations that people are not aware of and not prepared for, because it's it's kind of a leftist school which will cross someone's opinion. They have a worldview that develops into a culture of mobbers and hooligans. That is if the teachers could leave out the politics in the school, not making a view on the world in their opinion, but have an objective take on it, like how they portray Israel, how they portray America, and how they portray everything like that. You have to be of their mindset in order to agree. So I can easily see that not only mobbers and excluders are in the school between the students themselves, but no, it's often regarding the teachers, how they treat the pupils very differently. Like I told some time ago, that my teacher in Kenya didn't think highly of me. Not that the big problem was not the other students, no, it was the teacher. In any case, in most cases, you have teachers that are taking, like they have no self-awareness of how they impact the students. And I should make a big video of that for 1500 hours just on that subject, because it's very important that they have a mirror before they go into the classroom, and use the classroom as a mirror itself, because a good way to teach the students. I'm not a teacher, but I guess that if you want the students to learn something, you have to interact and maybe let them take over the podium sometimes, just to explore their abilities to learn and to have some decent respect. You see, there is so high demand of high professionality today. It develops a lot of stress, a lot of hooligans that are paving their way through everybody that is standing in their way. So this high demand of professionality is not really nice. It's a kind of a backdrop of hooligans. And who can stand that? If you have something like that in the class, would you like it to be like that? The teachers is pointing out experts in the classroom. They should let people develop. They should let people explore themselves in order to know, self-aware about where they are going with their life and everything like that. But you see, it starts in the school, it starts in the home, where the children are treated very differently. It's right to treat people differently because they are different. That's the obvious case. But as I have mentioned earlier on briefly, that fathers in a biblical context have a tendency to love some of their children more than others. And that is no go. I don't want to talk on behalf of my own father, because it can create a lot of issues between the siblings. We want to go there, but I think even my siblings have some recollection of some wrongdoing from our parents. I at least have, and you see, it's not talking bad of our parents in order to know what they did wrong. It is an objective criticism. You have to be straight. You can't fussy put around those issues, because if you don't really take this case, which my mom did wrong, which my dad did wrong, you will do the same over and over again. I will prove you that, because it's so wrong to be just oblivious to what our parents did. I think we have to show some improvement of understanding the concept that I came from, the concept, the family, the united family I came from. In order to make my own family, I have to be quite aware of what I don't want to put in my new family, my kids, my wife, my son, and so on. So that will obviously, if I don't take this seriously, it will just go into generations. And there is a certain saying in the Bible that the sin of our forefathers is going on, continuing and continuing. And I think the cowardness of ourselves not to put up with our parents. I asked my kid, if you can beat me, if you can dispute me, you have gained so much strength that you can go conquer the world. So that is idea of itself within this feeling so tired and fatigued, because you are dealing with so much strain and stuff that stress you, in order to make you feel this wasted. So in order to gain back your power, you have to know your limitations and know what you can accept and interact with. As someone came back home and told me that I was so angry at the teacher today because this and that. And obviously, she was right. She was right in how mediocre this teacher was in regard of how pupils or co-workers interact in certain companies. And if you have this back to this high stress syndrome, you have demands of quality, of skill and everything like that. And not only that, but also how co-workers interact with each other. If you go to a place, you need to show some respect. That's an obvious case. You can't deal with people in a very angry way. You have to restrain yourself and act as properly as you can in order to have the environment as good as possible. So there is no one there that is exposed by your bad behavior and come to this job again and again and experience you as the bully in the company. No, we all have to do some restraint. In Norway, they have some. It's health, security, and environment. That is a organization, and it is demanded on every company, in every part of the society, that there is the first is health, the next is security, and the third is the environment, how the environment is, not only physically but also psychologically. It's very important that you have a place where you work that you really like to come, that there are nice people that meet you with respect. And what more can give you a boost than be met with respect? So when you are not taken seriously, I have seen firsthand, both by own experience and by observing, that if you are not met with respect, like there is a lot of sexual harassment by bosses, if they have male co-workers, employees, they use words in a mocking way, just to belittle people. How low is that? And when they have lady co-workers, they touch them everywhere and nowhere and say some sexual tendency to them. That is not really encouraging. It is demeaning and it's very humiliating. It's very wrong to have such leaders that doesn't have the decency to respect people as they would be respected themselves. And when it's like that, it's even harder for those that are exposed to this kind of malmanagement to take the case, to revolt, because when the leader is doing that, it is even harder to fight against it. So you need to have a sick leave and maybe change the employers. So that is all about feeling wasted feeling fatigued, feeling down, feeling depressed. I once at my job was jailed at, shouted, "Hey, you do this and what? No, 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 no." So what I did is just say, "You have no right to jail at me. You have no right to shout out like that." "Oh, I have every right." "No. And now I go from here. I don't want to put up with this." And I went to the foreman, the next rank. This was the boss of our workers that was shouting at me. So I went to the boss and said, "I can't deal with this. I'm getting shouted at when I try to do my work and being blamed for something I did not do. So now I will go home. I have nothing to do here. I want to have a nice working place, and that's it." I had put up with those people enough. So when they came down like that, I was so provoked. He had no limitation, no, what you call it, no self-control, no impulse control. And, "Oh yes, you have to go home and it's okay, bye-bye, take care of yourself and be well. Yeah, I will take a talk with these guys." And I went home and he called me. And I think that he said something, it's very many years ago, so I don't know the details, but he asked, "Are you able to return back tomorrow?" "Yeah, but I don't want to have this shouting at me. What kind of working place is this? No, 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 no. It will never happen again." So I came to this working place. I bet you they got it straight, because both of them, they came to me and was talking nicely and had maybe very nice experience, because I didn't say anything, and okay, it's okay, blah blah blah. So I understood that now they are begging for some apology, and I gave it. And the first one was really serious. He said that, "I'm sorry, it shouldn't happen, and hope that we can be okay with it." And yes, and the next one couldn't even ask for forgiveness, because he was too proud. But in the way he came, I had to just, "Okay, it's okay, very good." So you have to understand that there is not only the words that deal with the excuses and regrets. It's also the way they are coming. So to understand this, you have to alternate your view. So when it's enough, it's enough. You have to draw the line. You can't put up with every people that are mocking you, slaying you. Even if you are Christian or Muslim or Jew, you can't put up with it. It's your human right to defend yourself. It's your human right to be treated decently. So don't go there. Don't accept people that are attacking you in a very indifferent way. So have some self-respect. Have some decency to stand up for yourself. That is what is enough. Enough is enough, and you need sometimes to say no. I won't take this anymore. This is not for me. And walk away. Just walk away. If not, you will be torn down with bitterness and fatigue. Okay, my friends, take care. Take care. Love yourself and don't waste your time on indifferent people. Waste it on good people and waste it on yourself.